Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title "The Heavyweight Podcast" is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. Anyway, what's good? This is episode 106 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studden McFly with another special guest and these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people.
Jenniee Dre, how are you guys?
Well. And I am mid-vicious.
Mid-vicious?
That's it? That's it?
Mid-vicious.
Right.
I feel like attacked.
I thought something else was coming after that, but
I thought that was a good one.
Okay.
No,
Kevin on one. Anyways, hey, they
look darker today.
I'm less glistening, I think, but I still see a sparkle on the fucking screen. So. Twilight.
How are your weeks?
Oh, this week much better than last. Actually, much better than last.
That's good.
I actually got sleep, and I didn't volunteer for overtime or get overtime told to. So I'm rested.
You mean mandated overtime, sir?
I don't like that word. I don't like that word.
Forced overtime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're forcing people after they said we couldn't do overtime.
Also, Cal, I just want to say your ass was rude because you cut Jenny off. It was Jenny's turn to tell us about her week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
How was your week?
Tiring. I actually didn't get any sleep. I haven't been able to sleep. I don't know why. I'm very tired.
You take one of these muscle relaxers I got, Jenny, you'll sleep for 3 days. Because I can't stop.
You won't get me one, motherfucker. Shit.
Because I can't.
You don't need one. Your job consists of driving. You don't need one.
There is a thing called a weekend.
I can't stay up. I'll take one of them. I'm out.
Man, whatever, bro. Keep your.
But my week's been good. Nothing.
Angry.
Same old. Same old.
So angry.
Hunter, your week, sir?
My week was awesome. I had a good birthday.
That's why you need my pills.
Why?
You don't need them. Your week was awesome. You don't need my pills.
It's called a weekend, motherfucker.
Okay, so your weekend was terrible, but your week was awesome?
So, what's up? My week was nice. I had a great birthday. I'm fucking older now.
Now? Now
yes.
You're older.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All the pictures we see of you are in black and white.
He got you.
That's not fair.
Oh, first off, I'll let it slide. No, I'll let it slide. But no.
I was listening last week, so I had to get you back.
Hey, whatever. No. All the pictures I see of you is just a cave.
Mm.
Damn.
But anyways.
That's funny. That's funny.
No.
Your week, McFly?
Mine was chill. I'm officially on leave.
What was the party?
Yeah. I figured since they try to figure out the contract, I'll figure out by just sitting my ass at home.
That's my fault.
Yeah. You get paid for it, right?
You get to enjoy all them bills you pay?
I pay a lot of them, so yes. Yeah, I guess we'll get into the festivities since no one else seems to be in a telling mood today. Fuck it, since I just said it, we're going to do it because Kevin wanted to talk about it. What are our thoughts and mental state when we're with the impending, looming strike possibly happening to us, and how is that going to affect us?
I'll take this. I don't give a fuck.
I wanted to say my thought real quick. My only thought.
Go ahead.
Is fuck you, pay me.
Mm. And me, I don't give a fuck. I'm here for the fuckery or whatever happens.
You want to see the company burn?
I am legit, Kevin. I want to go to work the day of the strike just so I can walk out and grab people walking out all together.
And for Jenny and viewers that don't know, 3 of us work for UPS. There's a strike looming possibly on August 1st. So this is what we're alluding to. So I just don't want people to be in the dark. 3 of us work for UPS. There's a possible strike happening, and I'll be on leave so I can give a fuck. Keep going.
And I'm here for the fuckery. I want to be like Moses and guide people out of the building at midnight.
But to answer the question honestly, mentally, Kevin, I'm just tired of people talking about it. I'm tired
okay
of
with
seeing
it.
shit about it. I'm tired of seeing. I'm tired of seeing the posts. I'm tired of seeing the articles, the news reports, the TikToks. I'm tired of seeing all that shit. Like, because there's a lot of people who don't even work for the company trying to making assumptions and saying things that they know nothing about.
Oh yeah,
that part is like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You see it
I'm sorry, Susan. You can't get your you can't get your Mary Kay on time because some shit going on. But you'll figure it out.
I'm just curious though. Do you two see it?
What Princess House? Anyway, what?
Andy, do you guys see that shit a lot in like your day to day? Like how he's saying people talking about it and this, that, and the third, or?
Not in my day to day. I usually try to stay off of is the comments on social media. Like you'll see things like on posts or topics and they'll be like, oh, well, they make this much, and it's like, that's not how it is. It's not what you think it is. And they'll be like, well, I don't know why they're complaining. It's like it's bigger than what you think it is. And a lot of people think they know.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's wild to me right now too. Sorry.
There's a whole group of people that were like, I don't see why you striking. They make more than me. This ain't got shit to do with you, pimp. This has to do with getting my fair share. Don't worry about how much I make.
I mean,
it's bigger than that too.
Yeah, I think it trickles all the way to
when you're part-time for a long time and you can't get full-time work, and
but
the company you literally been using or part-timers to pretty much make a record profit because they don't have enough full-time work for them to have. So but they know exactly what they're doing. So
that's a lot of the industries, seasonal, all that shit. They play that game, but you don't think about those guys? Like, how do you think that's going to be for them? Like somebody who's part-time and depends on that.
You can't think about it.
You can't?
You can't, because literally, what can you do about it?
No, I get that. But that don't mean you can't empathize with somebody.
Are we talking about empathy from the people that comment on posts? Because we get it.
Your part-timers.
I think he's talking about part-timers who can't afford to strike.
Yeah,
they need.
But they have no
because even with that, I think that's the biggest thing. Is the biggest question I even had was, well, what happens when we strike, and where's the money going to be coming from? Because a lot of people can't afford to strike. That's exactly why I went on leave, because I'm not going to get a paycheck. That's
damn. Look at this.
They told me I'm smart sometimes. I've heard that. It's not just the glasses.
I like that.
And me personally, I don't think if we did strike, it wouldn't last no more than a few days. So I'm just like, whatever.
That's the assumption.
Well, you gotta. How can I say this? You have to look at it on a big scale. UPS right. You got to remember, the moment we stop, everything stops. The stocks drop, the shares drop, shareholders get pissed, board members get pissed.
Somebody's gonna get fired. That's for that damn sure.
Exactly.
Somebody's.
Exactly. So after day 3, after you losing damn near $1 billion in 3 days, you are going to open up your company because it's just going to get worse.
The 97 strike, they had made like a profit like 1.7 billion, and they lost in 2 weeks of a strike. They lost over 700 million, so almost close to that number that they had profited before. They lost in the 2 weeks of not being in business.
And that's when they were a private company.
That's 97.
And 97. That was 97 and a private company. Now you're way bigger and you're a public.
A lot of shareholders, yeah.
Exactly.
Did you guys come up through like studied it the whole way through, or did you guys come in?
Yeah, part-time warehouse work.
So you can't
12 years. 12 years of part-time.
Did you guys have any of that? Because shit, it's been that long, just about. I guess you guys weren't. 97.
I started in 04.
Yeah,
and at 18.
Sir, I was in middle school.
Yeah, so that's just the longest time. They don't do that.
Now, Hunter's ass was working for UPS in 97.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hunter was there when they made it.
Hunter had the cardboard, and he was breakdancing, sir.
No.
I got you, Hunter.
In 97, I was into a lot of shit I shouldn't have been into. But I didn't start at UPS till 2000.
Did they have the pigeons on leashes?
I started high school in 2000.
He had the rope chain.
I can't deny that one.
Yeah.
He had the one goat tooth.
No, I never had goatee.
Hunter is the prime example of how stressful UPS is. He had a Gumby on his first day.
Now look at him.
That was
bald.
He's actually 27.
We actually do say that too. In UPS years, you're a lot older than.
Yeah.
I'm like in my 80s.
Because like when you take these 2 months off, you're gonna come back and look different.
And I'm like, wow, you're young.
Who?
Me.
Andy? Sada?
You'll be better. You look better.
I mean, you would too, Maurice, but except for you going through some shit, so you might just age a little bit.
I'm fine.
You look more like Joe Budden.
I wish I can get Joe Budden checked.
As do I. That's why we do this podcast. Anyway,
Go on, because motherfucker had me playing Powerball.
I guess that's all. Is there anything else you wanted to know, Kevin, about the strike stuff?
The strike, but y'all obviously don't give no fucks.
All I care about is the bag, sir. That's all I care about.
I mean, Kevin,
I got mouths to feed.
Kevin, it comes down like this. What can we do about it, bro?
Yeah, I'm just saying coming from.
You remember last week when you were talking about how you can only control what you can control?
Yeah,
we have no control in this.
Exactly.
No, yeah,
I just know I don't see the purpose in it because at the end of the day, they stand to lose a lot more money doing what they've been doing than just fucking getting it over with. But that's neither here nor there.
I can't wait. I want to be there at midnight if it does happen, though. Because I want to start grabbing part-timers and be like, come on, bro, let's walk out. They're like, can we? I'm like, yes, let's go. Come on. No, I'm here for the fuckery.
Always pushing the toxicity. Oh, did that suffice? Was that good?
Hey, that's what we're getting.
What's the next topic is? What advice did your parental figures growing up hit hard now that you are parents? That came from me, by the way.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna listen to y'all.
Save your money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
save your money.
Very true.
Things are always, though they may appear to be black and white, they're not always black and white.
Shade to gray.
There's many complexities in every decision made, and also you need to understand the weight of the decision you're making. Because
damn, they said all that to you?
If you listen.
My mama didn't say shit.
My grandfather told me, my grandfather gave me a lot of game. I just didn't pay attention to it. But now I hear it all the time. You know, the fact is, the matter is that your decisions, it may be something trivial that you're deciding on, but if you take time and think about it, step back, you see the bigger picture, and you realize that this one decision is going to put forth emotion in many other areas of your life. I was taught like I was actually taught like you got to be mindful of who you give your seed to, because that's going to be one decision that will impact your life for the rest of your life. So I listened to some stuff, but also I mean also at shit, as a young teenage boy. Once you got it, there's nothing wise about the decisions made.
It's amazing how the little head really starts playing a big influence in how you move in life.
All you want is that
amazing. It's amazing is the after the fact, the clarity you have for that 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
After, like, what the fuck did I do? Like, why did I do this? I need to make better choices. Like,
you say all that shit, and then 2 days later you be having the same conversation.
That's what I'm saying. It's just for 2 or 3 minutes. Like,
now I'm gonna ask this since we have this. Did it happen that way for you too, Jenny?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just like, that wasn't worth it. And it's because in the moment, I feel like because might be too much. I feel like in the moment, it's I don't know. I don't want to say too much.
I don't want you to say too much.
I don't want to say too much. I feel like for us females, it's fun to say certain things, if you get what I mean. And then it's like after it's done, absolutely, it's not just for guys. I sit there and I'm like, why the fuck did I just say that? Like, why did I, just for that little, and I instantly regret it after. And yeah, it's absolutely, I think maybe more for us, if you want me to be honest with you.
What, to say something?
No, to, in the moment. Yeah. And then afterwards regret it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, men are liars. So we say a lot of things and then you find out.
Girls are too. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I say a lot of things.
But never mind. I'm not going down that road.
I'm sorry.
I feel like it's both ways. I'm telling you, because I say things in the moment where when it's done, I'm just like, that's not what I wanted. Why did I say that? So, I mean, it's not just men. Women do that. And it's, yeah, we have that thought too. Afterwards, we're like, why did we do that?
Yeah. I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine. I'm not gonna lie.
But to go back, I got a lot of parental advice. I was advised to know how to take care of myself. That's why they taught me how to do everything. I can do everything, and I could cook, clean, fix shit. I was taught to be self-sufficient so that I wouldn't have to rely on anyone. It's basically so I wouldn't be in a position to where I needed someone.
Oh, I was just a latchkey kid, and you know how we moved.
Yeah. I was too, but I got some lessons.
What?
I got quite a bit of lessons. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's your friend, not one. Yeah. Can't maneuver with everybody. You can watch. You could go with them, but, there's that's a weird thing to say. It's like not for a kid, I guess, as you get older. Like, there's a jail for people who do stupid shit. Like, you got to make a decision. How you want to move. Now, where I'm at now is obviously the money thing. Put money aside for a rainy day, as they say. But now I definitely get it with owning a house because I got to cut a fucking hole in my wall. And I don't get to ask nobody to do that. Yeah, it's upstairs somewhere.
Sounds like water damage.
Yeah, I just saw some water and I was like, what the fuck? Damn it. I got to figure out where this is at.
I know parents all say that because we are going to say it to our kids, and I've said it to my kids. But it really sucks that I can't remember my mom ever saying anything. I know she probably did.
You probably didn't listen. Yeah. Your ass don't listen now.
Man, fuck y'all.
It's a possibility.
You didn't listen now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they gave you game. You just wasn't like most kids. We just in one ear out under. And a lot of like we said before, a lot of things don't resonate until you actually see them unfolding in front of you. This is what they were talking about.
They meant,
now I can comprehend it because I'm at this stage. As a kid, you don't see the world through an adult because you don't have adult problems yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to be in the situation.
Like I know my oldest.
It's like Kevin with the house. He don't now he has a house. Now he understands what home ownership looks like. It's not all. It's not just paying the mortgage and no. It's because when he saw that wall, he said, "Well, he can't call the super. He can't call the office. He is the office."
You don't have that 10-year warranty on stuff behind the wall.
He should have. If it's water damage, you should have a warranty. You can call a warranty for that.
Yeah. Because if anything behind the wall is 10 years, I believe it's covered.
I mean, I still got to deal with it. I still got to get
I get that.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like no matter what, I can't just call.
As far as coming out of pocket.
But off topic, if you have a warranty, you call the warranty before you cut the wall.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Yes, I understand that.
Home ownership, people. All right, keep going.
So do you remember anything your parents said to you, Jenny?
I have a hard time remembering because if you want me to be honest with you, the one thing that I did take from my mom and I try to use it with my kids is she would always tell me, my brother and sister, like, you guys are all each other has. Don't ever like lose that relationship. So when you guys get older, you guys at least have each other to depend on. She's very strong on like your friends are not always your friends. Family is all you could depend on. But if you want me to be honest with you, I think I learned more watching her than actually listening to her. So at that, I feel like she said a lot of things, but didn't actually act on those things. So, which I mean, in a way helped me. So it was always like I'm saying, it's just the four of us, you know, me, your sister, your brother, you, we all need to stick together. But as we grew up, me getting pregnant ruined our relationship. So she pretty much kicked me out when my son turned 1. So I've lived by myself since I was 15. And she pretty much just pushed me away. Like I wasn't really included in anything with my brother, my sister, and my mom. It's always just kind of been like them three versus me. So with that, yeah, I learned that with my kids where it's like, I need to make sure they stay close and not just say, hey, you guys need to be close with each other. So, I mean, I learned that, but it's more watching than actually listening and trying to apply that to my children. So they're not where I'm at right now, where I have no family. I have nothing but them.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you said that right there. You know, your parents say it, but they don't do it themselves. And I totally understand that shit.
And it's hard.
We know what you're supposed to do, but in that same token, we can't do it. So we try to at least let you know that you can do it or try to do it where we failed at it. You know.
And I get that. And that's where I feel like I understand that because I do things like that with my kids where I'm like, where I made this mistake when you guys make sure you guys didn't do it. Right. And I get that. We're parents. We're all just human. We're not going to be perfect. My thing is when it starts at an age as low as like me, young as me being 15, I'm 27 now and we're still doing that. We're all adults. I feel like as a parent, yes, we make mistakes, but we shouldn't be making mistakes all the way up until where our kid is 27 and we're still separating everybody.
You're going to make mistakes until you die.
But not those type of mistakes. So you're going to be okay with separating your children because you're upset with one. I don't.
She said that you should, over the time, she should have had some growth.
Yes, yeah, my mom. She's already.
Some people don't grow.
What about the siblings? Are they younger?
So they're younger. I'm 27. My sister's 25, and my brother was 24. But the thing is they were all angry when I got pregnant. Everybody was just like, "What?" You know, and I get it. But the thing is as we grew, I think my brother and my sister, the reason with them, it's more, well, we're going to go with my mom. That's our mom. Yeah. She's right. You're wrong. Like, you shouldn't have done that. You're the wrong one. And as we grew older, it just shifted that way where it's like, good, she needed to get kicked out. Let her stay over there. That's her decision. And as we grew older, I feel like my mom, that's where her place was to be like, hey, that's your sister. At the end of the day, we have to love her no matter what. And that wasn't the case. It was, yeah, that's what she gets. That's what she deserves. That's why I'm saying I feel like at some point you should grow mentally to some extent, especially with your child. But it just, I don't know. I guess it just doesn't happen for everybody.
No, it doesn't happen for everybody. It doesn't, you know. And it's sad that it doesn't, but it is what it is. Yeah. You know, and you just have to learn how to just deal with it when to deal with them because they don't want to emotionally grow.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
That's deep.
You I don't know if I'm gonna ask you. Fuck it. Do you think do you put any blame on your siblings at any point now because they're grown at this point? Granted, I get what you're saying. They were molded and manipulated.
No, yeah, absolutely. So my thing is that I try to explain to them and to myself is like, so I guess our thing is more now we all have issues with expressing the way we feel with each other. Yeah. So growing up, it was a lot of like, I feel a lot of it was on my mom and what things she said around them. So they felt like it was okay to say those things to me. But as we got older, I tell them, and I'm just like, there's no reason why when we argue, threats should be coming out. Fighting, name calling should be coming out. Like, we should be able to sit here and talk. And so, yeah, I tell them, I do put blame on them, and I explain to them, like, you guys aren't kids. You guys are adults. We should be able to speak like adults to each other. We should be able to talk through these things like adults. But the thing is when you're raised with a parent who like implants this idea in your mind, like, this person's wrong, and there's no, it's, I don't know, I guess in a way it's hard.
I get that. I just was curious if you
they
were released of all the blame and it was just overall.
No, I believe it's all three of them. And I blame myself too, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, there was never times I didn't lash out. We all made mistakes, but I feel like we should, as adults, be able to come and talk about those things, but it doesn't. It's just blocking and don't speak to me ever again. And I'm just like, okay, I can't change that.
Yeah, but you know, age plays a part in that. So give it time. You know, do they have kids too?
My brother has 4 kids. I thought you would think like, oh, they're gonna have kids and things, you know, like we all change our mindsets. But like I said, I think that goes back to the last podcast. I realize I'm very different from people my age who have kids. Especially younger age, like my brother and my sister. They're very codependent on everybody. A lot of people my age are. A lot of this younger generation, I feel like, is very codependent. It doesn't matter if they have kids. They're very, well, my mom will help me. My dad will help me. My sister will help me. I'm the person everybody comes to for help. So I don't even think them having kids would fix it. Because, I mean, my sister, she's pregnant and her mind hasn't even, you know, I try to tell her, like, you know, you're pregnant. This is your first kid. I want to be a part of it. Like, let's communicate. This is where we should, you know, you're going to be a mother for the first time. We should learn how to communicate with each other now. And I'm not even bullshitting you guys. Like 2 days later, she blocked me on everything. So, I don't think having kids doesn't fix everybody's mindset.
No, it is. I mean, we can all attest to the fact that, you know, you grow up a little faster when you have a kid.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. A little maturity kicks in a little bit. But, you know, family can be that way. And I hate to say it, there's no reason you have to even put up with a family member who wants it to be that way either.
Yeah,
you know? Yep.
I think that's where a lot of people get confused. People think, well, that's your mom. You have to deal with that. That's your dad. You have to forgive him. You have to be okay with your mom and your brother and your sister. And I was like that. I was just like, oh, you guys need money? Okay, here's money. Oh, you guys need me to buy that? Okay, I'll buy that. I could never say no to them, even though a lot of it was, we're only coming around because we need something from you. Mm-hmm. And I was just always like, well, that's my family. I have to do that, even if they're going to stop talking to me after I do it. But you start to get to an age where you're just like, no, like, fuck that. I don't need to give you guys anything. Right. I don't need to be okay with the way you guys treat. It's hard. It takes a lot of growth.
Right, it does. Because that's your parents. And you always hold your parents at a certain kind of level no matter what. Yeah. But toxic is toxic. Family, non-family. But it happens, you know. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, all you can do is be A1 on your side. Whether it's reciprocated or not, you have the peace of mind of knowing that you did your part.
Man, you took the words out of my mouth, though.
I mean, why you with that gap?
No. That's you can't hear it in my background. I just now realize what's going on in the house.
You know what? That actually made me think. So there is something that my mom would say that I did take with me after you said that. My mom used to always say, do not give up. Like, do not absolutely give up on something. If it's a relationship, it doesn't matter until you've done every single thing you could, like the very last thing you could think of to fix it. She's like, because when you leave, you need to make sure you can never look back and be like, well, maybe I could have tried this. Like, you're leaving knowing absolutely nothing else could be done. So I take that.
It doesn't matter if it's relationship or friendship. All you can do is you can be the best. You can be the best you can be in that moment, because granted, we all have time to evolve and grow and be better people. But in that moment, if you're giving them the best that you can give them and it's not reciprocated or it's not respected, then you've done, in my mind, you've done your part, and you can peacefully walk away. knowing that it wasn't me. If they weren't able or capable to meet me in the middle or meet me on the common ground, and I gave them all I had, I did my part. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and neglect myself or neglect things I want just because you're not ready to be who I need you to be. Like, exactly. I think a lot of people do, like, a lot of people do kind of like allow people to, you know, kind of settle in, and they get comfortable in positions because I've had shit like that with my own mother, like so where I've cut my own mother off for a time and dealt with her limitedly. But it's like you really have to set your boundaries and let it be known, like, I'm not, this is behavior I'm not going to tolerate because I'm giving you the best I can give you. And if you're not going to reciprocate that, if you're still going to try to, you know, belittle me or talk down to me, it's just I'm just remove myself from your presence.
Right.
Is that what I should have told my mom a few weeks ago?
No. I'm pretty sure whatever Miss Tammy did was not that bad. You probably
I'm talking about what she
knocked over the
yeah. No, I should have said no. I should have removed her from my presence.
I felt so bad, but sorry.
But you know,
oh man.
So did you ask the question?
You know, I always wait last just because.
I know your dad has some gems.
He had it was something Jenny said. A lot of what I learned from him was watching his movements, and those clicked the most. A lot of what he said clicked, but what he said, like with the movements, especially as a dad now, is like you go, oh, that's why I used to do that. That's why this happened. Okay, that's why he felt that way, or that's why that was going on, because you start to get it as when you have people relying on you, you go, oh, that's why he used to do this, or that's why he only paid this on that, or that's why he did, like, because you have to balance it all, and you realize that that's what they were teaching you was kind of like it, without realizing it, the long game, like how to survive. And then, like, a lot of the stories that he would tell me growing up, and the whole, you know, most people aren't your friends; they're acquaintances. You only get like a few good friends as you throughout your lifetime. I remember when Tajor passed. I remember coming to him and telling him, "Hey, Tajor passed," and he said, this is the first of many deaths that you're gonna have to go through in your life." And that one hits more home now that he's passed. That kind of makes me go, damn, like that rabbit hole of seeing him pass, and Tajor, and Mike, and like even classmates. When you start like coming across classmates you just talked to a couple months ago, and now they're gone, and you just realize it's starting to become so consistent that you're like, fuck, like he wasn't wrong. And it's so weird now. I don't know if it's happening for you guys, like when you hear about people dying so frequently now that you're not shocked anymore. You're more kind of it's, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's like you're not shocked in the moment that somebody died. You're more kind of like, damn, another one? You know, like you kind of get into that, another one? Like, okay, damn, another one?
I've been in that for a very long time, unfortunately. But
I think I think about the people who are directly affected by the death more than the person who died. Yeah. You know, like we had one of my mother-in-law's friends, her daughter passed yesterday, and she had 3 kids, 17, 14, and 12, something like that. I'm like, damn, like that's who I thought. That's who I felt bad for, because it's like you didn't even make it to adulthood, and then you've already lost your mother.
Yeah,
you know, so that's who I felt bad for. I didn't necessarily feel bad for the young lady that passed, because you know, from my understanding, she was suffering. So I kind of felt glad for her, but I think mostly about the people who are like gravely impacted by the death, and it's mostly the closest one, the loved ones, because they're the ones that's going to take it harder than anybody else. So you have to worry about their well-being.
But Yeah, but I guess that's a lot of it is what he did a lot of times is what I paid attention to, and I took those into account in how I move as a dad, because I would watch how he moved as a dad, and a lot of it made sense now that I do it myself. I go, okay, that's why he did that. That's why this. All right, cool. Like, but yeah, those gyms stay close to the heart, and then they hit home, especially now as I get older. You think about that a lot. Like, I found a couple of days ago, another one of my classmates died, and I said, damn, like, it has happened so frequently now. I'm like, fuck. Just like I said, life is too short to just focus and fixate on the wrong things. So,
that it is, you know. That's why you got to YOLO that shit.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Yes, you do.
You cannot YOLO everything.
Not everything.
YOLO everything.
Sharks anymore.
YOLO everything. I'm gonna lead this podcast, and I'm gonna go YOLO out right now.
What is that? Eat fucking 5 Arby's sandwiches?
No. Kevin, don't indulge him, please. Please don't indulge him. Please don't.
Put some pork rinds and cheese on it. I gave you an idea now, huh?
Oh my god. Because the sad thing is, I think he's already done it. Because I believe we had that conversation.
He made pork rind nachos.
Yeah, I remember
that.
I'm surprised he can still get blood to his heart the way he eats. They need to study his body for science when he dies, because he has something in his genetics that allows him
to eat
things.
If this was lined with plastic.
He has something in his genetics that allows him to stuff his arteries with cholesterol and not be impacted. His body handles cholesterol quite well. We need to study this nigga. He might be an alien.
That would explain a lot.
Next topic, it's a video. I'm gonna try to play it.
All right.
Oh man.
The amount of money to spend on a first date. A lot of girls feel like I gotta spend a minimum $300. $300 what? $300. American dollars? Dollars. Please. On who? On the first date? Yo, Chad. For what? You're considered a high value man. So, ladies, this value. You got money? I think high value is based on stream of income, revenue. But I am extremely cheap and financially conscious, so I don't consider myself a high value man. And you have a lot of money. Yes. And I'm going to save it, which is why a $300 date ain't never happening. Because what am I paying for actually? Is she an asset or is she a liability? Because anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability. Wow. I mean, what is a good amount of money?
Alrighty.
I'll say this. I get what they're talking about. I just don't think the frequency is there like that.
What do you mean?
And that's what.
By frequency,
they're maximizing. Right, they're maximizing the minority of women who do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're lick picking out of like 100, it might be 1 or 2 versus the other 98.
Yeah,
and I get fuck society.
And you gotta get mad at society like that.
No, it's just such bullshit that this is where we feed at with it. Yeah, I mean, you really are literally playing to a minority of certain women out there who do that shit.
No, I didn't know I was gonna let it slide. You gotta let it slide.
What?
No.
What?
Say it with me,
I said minority.
No, you said minority. That's what you said. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God, bro.
I don't know why you motherfuckers act like I don't fuck out words. But I get it. It's just annoying. That's what it is with me. I mean, if you run across that woman, you know how to handle it already.
Not every woman is going to require $300 first date.
No, and you should know that about her already before you even take her out on a date.
I think the principle is the first date shouldn't cost that much anyway, because you get to know each other.
Exactly.
So I mean, the first date should be something like a coffee shop anywhere. You shouldn't be anywhere sitting down having a meal with a stranger.
What if they got $300 coffee?
Then they in the right circle, because I don't know where you can go get $300 coffee.
I'm trying to be in that circle.
No, they got it. They
must have been hard. Do they harvest the beans in the back?
It's it's actually that coffee that the rabbit shits out. But anyway. It's like a rabbit or a monkey or some shit. Eats it and shits it out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. But
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I get it. And his, like he was talking about, I seriously doubt. I almost want to say I seriously doubt that even happened to the person.
I don't believe that's true. I believe that has happened. Yeah.
I can't speak for Jenny, but I know for the rest of here, it's been a long time since we've been on the first date. So I don't think we know what the price is.
I have had many, many, many first dates.
When's the last time you've been on a first date?
Yeah, the last time.
I said I had many. It doesn't
years.
Hold on.
When's the last time you've been on the first?
Yes.
Yeah, it does matter.
I get what
Why does it matter? Why does years matter?
Cost of
the cost of things change.
Okay. So instead of a $300 date, it's a $100 date.
Didn't you used to take the girl to the soda jerk, put 2 quarters on the counter?
Oh, she was jerking all right, bro. She was jerking.
You got her to play pinball so you can stand behind her?
Oh, and that paddle was getting hit.
Let me ask you this. What would you consider a high value man? That's a good question.
Are you asking me?
Not you. Fuck no. We know what you think.
High valued?
Yeah, how value man.
Like, in any aspect, not just financial?
Yeah, just what you would consider high value. Because what he was saying, he says, in that clip, what did he say? High value is determined as financial, right?
He didn't consider himself one.
What would you consider high value?
To me, would be somebody with a car, somebody who's just stable. Yeah, somebody who's stable. I feel like if I have to drive you everywhere as an adult, if I'm driving you everywhere, you don't have your own money. I pay for you, you could pay for me. Like, I'm very equal. The thing is, it's because I don't want to offend people. So
don't worry about that.
My thing is, and I don't even want to say it's just because I have kids, because if I didn't have kids, it'd be the same thing. My thing is, if I have a vehicle, you should have a vehicle. We shouldn't have to rely on each other for the basic things. A man who has a job or some source of income, a vehicle, like I said. My boyfriend, when I got with him, he was living with his mom. They went halves on everything. That's fine, but you have somewhere to live. Like, you are on your feet. You are stable. Just somebody who's stable, to me, that's high. I see him as very valuable. Like, when I first got with him, I was just like, okay, he has his own things. This isn't somebody that I'm going to have to literally treat like a child and get him on his feet. Now, he's my second boyfriend. I've only had 2 boyfriends in my whole life, which is my kid's dad and then him. My kid's dad, on the other hand, when I got with him, had nothing at all. But I had a child with him, and I was willing, because I loved him, to build him up. So I helped him to a point where it was like, okay, got us both vehicles, got you a job, found you a job, got him on his feet. So I feel like it depends on the situation. But I was young at the same time. As an adult with my own things, I'm not going to sit there and take the time. I don't feel like I should have to as an adult. Somebody with high value to me is somebody who is independent or on their feet.
All right. Now, with said car, does it matter what kind of car?
I was like, what is driving?
I don't care what you're driving. I don't care where you live. I don't care where. I don't care, as long as you have yourself together.
Now, how about no car, but working their ass off towards something?
Like towards a car? At this age, I don't know
if it's a car, it could be a house. Fuck it. Towards something else.
I feel like at this age, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's why I'm saying I don't want to offend anybody. I just feel like if I have 4 children and I'm able to do it, I don't feel, and everybody's circumstances are different. But for me, I'm not going to go, me personally, I'm not going to go look for somebody I'm very upfront. If you don't have what I'm looking for, to me, it's not worth it. I feel like I've already spent too much of my life building up a man. I don't want to have to do that for the rest of my life. So that's what I'm saying. It's different for every woman. Not every woman's going to see that. Some women actually are okay with men not having a job or having a car, and they actually enjoy building them up. They don't see, but for me, no. It's just a man with value is somebody who is on their feet. They're independent. They're able to take care of themselves. I don't have to get in there and take care of them.
Okay. That makes
Now,
sense.
if we're together and something were to happen where I have to take care of him, that's different.
What do you mean, like get fired?
No, yeah, like use a leg, motherfucker. Shit.
Like, yeah, something like that. Or if he loses his job. Obviously, I'm not going to just be like, oh, well, I'm leaving. Sorry, you don't have. But if you're going to start dating somebody, yeah, the value to me is somebody who's on their feet.
Okay. So you don't require
my first date. My first date was literally, we went and we got McDonald's, and I was eating fries in his car, and we went and parked at a park, and we literally spent hours in the middle of the night just sitting there talking, eating McDonald's. That was my first date in my entire life.
Mm. All right. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fair. Would you accept that shit now?
Like if I were to go on a date now with my
if somebody pulled up and said, "Hey, we're going to McDonald's."
I mean, if you were to be like, "Oh, let's go to a park," or yeah, because I mean, I don't know which one of you guys had just said it. You're just getting to know each other. We don't know each other. I don't expect it to be something fancy. I just don't.
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking down the road and we're still hanging out and that's all we're doing, yeah, then it's going to be a problem. Because it's like you're not going to put any type in it. You get me? Like it should be. No, in the beginning, I don't think you should be blowing that much money for somebody you're just meeting to see if it's going to work. Something you want to work towards.
Yeah, because you never know. That person might be crazy.
It just might not be for you. So why would you quit? I wouldn't.
I don't know, man. Don't do that. Well, I mean, I think anybody who requires a certain dollar amount for a date is
crazy,
out of their minds.
Crazy.
Like you require a dollar amount, that's out of your mind.
Right. But that's right. As soon as somebody said, "Oh, we can only go on a date, but you're gonna have to spend $300." I'll be like, "Okay, I guess you ain't eating then."
I mean, if I had it like that, I might go and be like, just have a good $300 dinner.
In front of them? Because I'll do it in front of them. If I had the money, I'd be like, man, this is $300. What you buying?
Wagyu? This is nuts.
Yeah. If you want me to be honest with you, I could never imagine going out on a date. Like I'm more the type to go for the cheaper thing because I'm just I don't know. I would feel bad to put somebody in a situation where it's like, could they even afford this? Like, is this even something? But still, for me, it wouldn't be it would be in the back of my head, oh, well, I don't want to just because I don't know what their situation is.
Jenny, if a man takes you somewhere, it's his responsibility to pay for it.
Yeah.
So if he took you to where
and I get that,
he shouldn't have took you there if he couldn't afford it.
So when I said let's go to Del Taco and ball out.
Yeah. I feel like in the beginning it's different. Well, yeah, if we're going to Del Taco, we're going to ball out. But
just give me
I'm talking about in the beginning. I'm talking about in the
beginning. One meal.
I'm not going out to eat with one meal.
No,
I'm going to do a lot of other things with one meal.
Number 8.
I just feel like in the beginning it shouldn't be. I don't know. I don't think it's not something that should be that expensive. Now we've been together 3 years. Now I'm just I don't care. He pays for everything, and I don't sit there and I'm not like, well, should I get the cheaper thing? Now I'm just no, we've been together too long. It's different. But in the beginning, no. Because you don't know if it's something that's going to work out.
So you wouldn't get a better meal?
No, I would obviously get a
I thought
meal,
you would
but what
deny
I'm
yourself
saying
a good
is
meal. I was like, that's crazy.
No, I wouldn't sit there and go crazy and be like, oh no, it has to be this much money.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know, that talking about it made me think about something. We can ask it another time, but we can ask, what's your most memorable date?
I can tell you my favorite date right now, off the top of my head. I think about it all the time.
Well, think about it.
We can make it another time. I'll tell you right now. We were in high school. I went to Tom's, and I got a large chili cheese fry with pastrami on top. We drove to the park. We cracked open a laptop, sat in the back, watched the movie, and ate chili cheese fry together. We sat there for about 3 hours and talked. Me and my wife. That was my favorite.
He always does it every episode, don't he?
What?
Sorry. Every third episode, he throws something there where it's well, you know,
he has the all moments. Mo has the all moments.
He's the guy.
He's that guy.
Yeah. Don't fall for that shit. It's sometimes.
Yeah, because he'll turn around and say some fucking
he'll
shit.
say some off the wall shit right after that. He'll have the and then he'll
be like, oh well, that is gone. But
that shot.
Good one. That was a good one.
I remember I got on LimeWire, downloaded the movie illegally, burned it. You know?
But see, that's what
more lethal alone.
It made me think about it because you're like sitting there going, "Oh, I want to have this kind of date," but in reality, the most memorable dates really, they're not even that way. You know?
I don't even know what you mean. What the fuck does that mean? They're not what?
I think he means like they don't cost a lot.
They don't cost.
They end up being the most out of the blue.
Yeah.
Simple time that would be the best date. Yeah,
I agree because I would say some of the best times in my marriage were times where we spent less than probably $20. And we did simple things. It's simple things that grew connections.
I used to hate. Now I'm fine with it because shit, I know my wife. But like back then, first dates and all that shit, I hated dinner. I never would do dinner. Like dinner was the last thing to do. Like I couldn't do it.
Well, I can tell you,
if they sucked, then I gotta sit there across from her. Till the dinner's done.
Truthfully, I have never actually taken anybody out on a date until my wife. Yes.
Wow.
I believe that shit. He was a hoe.
Wow. Oh, he wasn't taking nobody on dates. Wow. What a piece of shit. Now
yeah, I'm not gonna Come on, Kevin. He did say that his first time he couldn't even remember the girl's name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's fucked up.
That's kind of wild.
That is wild.
Live the life.
Not wild. That's just.
You're the only person I know who can't remember their first name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. No, I'm not. If anybody listening to this podcast, please defend me. I am not the only person. Somebody would chime in and say that other people do.
They might want to forget their names. That's different.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. But like I said, I never even really been on a date until that time. I've had dates per se, but they kind of they weren't set up as a date. They were set up as, hey, let's go hang out, and we ended up,
Let's go hang out. Let's go fuck.
So you guys went on a date. You just didn't call it that. It's a war.
Well, it wouldn't. You wouldn't call it a date. Nobody would.
Other than just fucking.
Usually
they got in and out and they went fucked.
So the in and out was the date. In and out was the date.
They went to the drive-through, Kevin.
Because you have to wait in that fucking 25-minute line anyway. So
whatever, y'all. Most of them were let's go hang out, and we kind of went and did something, but it never was like what you would deem as a date. So I never really went on a date.
I don't know what you deem though, because I remember one of my dates we went to his fucking random ass dead jazz lounge. It's weird. There's a bunch of white people dancing in their socks with fucking baby powder on the floor, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but
baby powder.
Wait,
baby powder? They threw baby powder on the floor. They could like slide. I was like, this is some white shit.
Did they have rhythm?
To the music.
Shit.
They have their own.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever.
I have no words.
I just think that's dope. I'm gonna have to look this up. This baby powder thing.
You ain't never. It's baby powder on a like a wood floor, soft floor, and it makes it all slippery. That's it.
I just know hard floors to be just slippery.
Nah, they put baby powder. It was a house full of motherfuckers. It was like made into a club, and it was.
If you ain't got no shoes, or if you ain't got no socks on, it ain't slippery.
Oh, so they were just barefoot in this moment?
I wasn't barefoot, my man.
Like cornet?
Oh, they weren't barefooted?
No. I'm not going in that place. I'm not.
If I walk into a party,
well, I mean, you did do a lot of
barefoot. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Did it smell like corn chips and bad?
Where your shoes at? Where your shoes at?
Everybody in this motherfucking Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, we have to leave. That's disgusting.
That's messed up.
You get a high of foot fungus in that?
I might have. I was drinking tequila, so yeah.
Oh, that burned it off. You good? That burned it off. Tequila, you get sick, just take a couple shots. That shit gonna burn everything inside you.
Well,
right. Anyway,
I was talking to Mo earlier this week. He called, and I said one of the topics I wanted to talk about was something I came across on TikTok, and I thought it was funny. But I don't know how I'm going to phrase this because I'm just coming off the top. The person that said the reason why crazy women go after crazy or normal men is because, and it goes for either side, crazy identifies crazy and other crazy. Therefore, the people that they target are the people that aren't crazy. So I thought it was an interesting topic because Hunter would be the main person to access to because he's dealt with a lot. Can you confirm nor deny that maybe the crazy woman that you've come across identified, were they normal and you were crazy? Or were they crazy and you were the normal in the situation? Or were you able to identify crazy in the other person? Because I think you're crazy.
I tend to go crazy on crazy.
Yeah, I was like, that feels like that's more
a little crazy, right?
The norm.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. There's levels to this shit. Come on.
Yeah,
well, you must be super normal from that crazy bitch on Valley that was trying to talk to you.
No,
she was different.
I've always swing more towards being attracted to crazy.
You're attracted to crazy.
Yeah, because I like the crazy on crazy.
So you're identified that you are in fact crazy and you like crazy.
I don't think I'm crazy.
You just said you were. You just said without saying that you're crazy.
Any sense then? Yeah. What?
So either you're a normal who's drawn to crazy, or you're a crazy who likes crazy.
What is normal?
Oh, now he's doing
nothing.
I like crazy sometimes.
Thank you.
Or not now, but you know what I mean.
But do you identify yourself as normal?
No, I identify myself as crazy.
As far as do you think you're crazy, or do you think your level of crazy is like? Because there's levels.
My crazy is above what you would deem what a normal.
So it's crazy.
What's crazy? Like, what's crazy to you?
I think it's relative to me. But
it really is. But I mean, I don't know. That's to say, what do you deem crazy? You know, committing crimes, doing drugs.
Set someone's shit on fire if they crossed you the wrong way.
Committing crimes and stuff like that. I'm crazy like that.
Would I personally do that? Yes, I would.
Yeah, you would.
Then you're crazy.
So what in the world makes you think you're normal? If you think that's normal,
because I think it's fine.
Because that's a turn up.
Thinking about it and doing it is two different things.
Yeah, because if you decide to do it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that shit, and you get zero fucks given, then there's a level.
I think everybody, you know.
Because I'm not gonna. If I know I could risk jail time, there's something that's gonna stop me.
There's nothing wrong with being in jail.
I'm not gonna divulge anything, but I've done my fair share of crazy shit.
But I'm saying, I think what
that was kind of crazy.
What I'm trying to say is what I think that what we come across in our society is that everyone has a level of crazy, but there's a difference between someone who can turn it off and when they realize that law can get involved or something, can progress from what they decide to do. Then there's the person that just doesn't give a fuck. They're just gonna just go.
Some time to work on that, I guess.
But what I'm saying is, in relationships, when they're saying what they're drawn to is,
yeah, and crazy. I was attracted to crazy.
Because when I talk to you, Kevin, I don't identify you as someone who's going to make some wild out there decision that's going to fucking end up affecting the people around you. I can't say the same for Hunter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up.
But what I'm trying to say is, in those relationships that they're talking about when they're saying identify crazy and crazy or normal, whatever, is a person that is deemed normal per se will kind of be preyed on by the person who's kind of off the rocker, and then vice versa. So like in our society, maybe someone who's turned up crazy won't get what another person who's turned up crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be like
But I get what you're saying. It's the yin and the yang in it. Yeah. You know,
but
but
everybody.
the yin and the yang in that situation, it's very short lived. Very short lived.
You sound like you speak from experience.
That's why I was saying I was coming to Hunter with this.
That's what I'm saying. It's very short lived.
Because he has experience. He's been along a long time. Alive a long time. I'm sorry.
It's very short lived. Yes, you would have crazy be attracted to nobody crazy, but then when you get into your crazy weird and they're not willing to be down with you in that moment of time, you start to just drift away and move on. Sometimes it works, but
the crazy can turn normal crazy.
Well, you can turn people crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
On the extent, have you ever made a person who was super crazy become normalized? Like realize that I gotta turn my life around.
I'm out here.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to Hunter. He's the
yeah.
I like how he answered that.
He's all disappointed.
I get to get my shit together.
I've been deemed by friends and family that I'm a bad influence. So yeah, I get somebody being crazy and realizing like, wow, I actually need to tone down the way I live because this is becoming way too much.
I think when most people just talk to you, they'll realize that all you really need is a hug. You didn't get enough hugs.
Oh, I'm fine. We weren't talking about me. We're talking about somebody else.
No, you didn't get enough hugs as a kid, nigga, and it shows.
I got a lot of hugs. They just weren't from the kind of hugs that. Anyways, yes, I have met people who were crazy, and then they ran across me and realized I'm not even crazy, and realized that they should change the way they move. Yes, that has happened in my life.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna out crazy you for a month. Let's roll.
What you want?
That's no. I'm kidding.
You want arson? You want arson? Burglary? What do you want?
No, I didn't say crime sprees, motherfucker.
Oh my God!
With that being said,
well, I didn't know what you meant by crazy.
Cover is not too bad.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
God damn. We've been talking a while. Anybody else want to chime in one more thing before we go? Nothing?
No. Yeah, I want to tell Hunter, take your wife on a date. It's been
a real date. A real date too.
I said
because I will talk to her. Make sure you.
First off, motherfuckers, listen to what I said. I said I have never been on a real date until my wife.
Okay. Yeah, and she deserves another one right now. Matter of fact, get off this mic and go take her on a date.
I'm gonna take her to Popeyes.
Go down to I think it's Havana out in Irvine. Good little Cuban restaurant.
Oh, fuck, I ain't driving that far.
Why? You like driving? For your wife?
She don't.
I hope she hears this episode.
She don't like riding with me in the car. She don't like riding with me in the car for long distance.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like riding in cars with you?
Makes sense.
Nah, really?
Wonder why?
He's a terrible driver. He won't say he is, but he's a terrible driver.
When you have to govern yourself.
What's your average speed?
When on the freeway?
On the streets, 95.
No, I'm not a fast driver.
Okay.
He can't even say that with a straight face. Anyway, this has been episode 106 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Again, I am Studdard McFly with our special guest,
Jenniee.
And these three guys.
Please don't say her name like that.
It was fine.
We're not doing
it was fine.
We're not doing that.
Mid-vicious.
It's your boy Molito.
And they call me Hunter.
Nah.
Anyway, we appreciate you for rocking with us. Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Right. And please don't let me be the only one that's ever got our first time person.
You did.
Please,
what? You can't even pronounce. You can't.
What did you say?
What did he say?
Please let people respond and let's say I'm not the only one that's ever forgot the person they lost their love to.
Lost their love or their virginity to?
Lost their virginity to.
Wow.
I can't be the only one that's ever. I can't believe I'm the only one that's ever
tried,
forgot.
Kevin.
You sure you ain't drinking? Oh my God! Sure you ain't been drinking? That came out slurred.
I'm not the only one that's forgot my virginity partner. So please chime in and let other people know.
Come on, man. We're just trying to get through the last part of the episode. Like,
I know. No, I'm tired of you always singling me out. There's other people in the world like me.
we're not singling you out.
I doubt it. I doubt it. You are unique.
Bro. This has been a heavyweight podcast. We appreciate all you motherfuckers.
Anyway, let me do that shit. Until next time, we appreciate you. Thank you. Love you. Thank you for rocking with us. Peace.
Peace.
We are.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.